Hey guys, I'm installing laminate flooring in my in-law here, and I've had a problem with the nosing. Let me explain next. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a little while. Sorry about that. I've been really busy up here in the in-law apartment here. My mother-in-law's moving in real soon here, and it has to be finished. And since I haven't done anything that you can't find anywhere on the internet here or with my partners here on YouTube, I didn't record a lot of it because recording makes me spend a lot more time, doing a job. And when time is of the essence, I mean, I'm not earning my living here working on YouTube here. I have a real job that I have to do. So there were a few things that I just banged out and didn't record. And that's fine. I mean, there's nothing, like I said, that's really out of the ordinary. But when it comes to the nosing options that I was giving to finish my stairs here, none of them made me happy. It's, one of them was a plastic cap that would have gone over, a picture somewhere here, that would have just gone over. And the best case scenario was that I'd be able to match the grain pattern and the color to the wood I'm using. As you can see over here, I don't know if you can see here from the picture, you probably can, there's some pretty good variation in the color of the wood. So that made it, just the plastic part kind of ruled it out for me because it had that little bump, applied nosing, right? So I didn't like that. Another option they gave me was to actually put real stairs here. Well, putting real stairs, what I mean by real is real wood stairs. This meant that I was losing my grooves and tongues for the rest of the room here, and also meant that I had to match the grain to this wood. And this wood is white oak, okay? And white oak, I don't know if you've looked at the price of lumber recently. It's really expensive. And, I went to my local lumber yard, specialty lumber yard, because I had to buy white oak, and you can't find white oak at Home Depot, right? So one board, 1x6, 8 feet long, was rough on one side. Cost me $65, which is a lot, okay? And so when I kind of looked at that and said, all right, I have to build 2 full stairs out of that, that was a pretty expensive proposition, and the cost was one factor. Second factor was matching it was difficult. Matching just a little nosing, and I'll show you in a second here, is a lot more, is going to be a lot easier than trying to match the whole stairs. And not only match it in term of look and feel, really, but also height. Because over here, this thing here is going to go, is going to meet up with my other floor. So I wanted to use the same material, so the laminate for the stairs, so that way it would be the same height. I would have, my groove would be good, and my tongue and groove would be real good, and everything would fall into place. But I needed to find a way to make the nosing work here. And as you can see, this is a pretty high quality laminate here that is waterproof, okay? And in waterproofing the wood fibers that make it up, they dyed it blue, probably the dye of the resin that they put in it, I assume. But anyway, what that meant is that leaving any exposed edge would not be an option. So the first thing I tried to do was take this and try to miter it, okay, so that I would have a mitered joint here. That didn't work. And the reason it didn't work is because this laminate chipped. Okay, so trying to do, this is 63-inch wide. I tried to do it best I can, brand new blade and everything in my table saw. I just couldn't make a cut that was good enough to miter it. And so, limitation number one with the miter. Limitation number two also meant that there was only on the corner of the stair, there was really two miter meeting, right? Which meant that I had very, very little material, the laminate coloring, in the corner. And as you know, the corner of the stair is what takes the most abuse. So that kind of disqualified that approach. Another approach I tried to take was to take this nosing here and glue it, all right? And glue it in such a way that it was a single piece, all right? So here, I'm gonna bring you closer here, but let me explain first. So this is just one of my first mock-ups, right? So glue it so that it would look like, you know, that I would just inset the, as a one piece, you know, it would just fit neatly with a little rabbit that would fit, you know, across the board there. That was an option. The reason I didn't go this route was because of this particular stair here that will take on what's coming this way, all right? So I have to, these are floating stairs, and even for this one, it applies. These are floating, which means that I can just move them however I want, which is not an option when I'm going to be banging boards into this groove, you know, coming this way, right? So, and also as you press over, as you can clearly see, it's going to ride up because it's 3/4 of an inch away from the stair here. Okay, so I need to affix this part to my stairs. Okay, so I'm gonna drill holes in here and put screws that will make it be super sturdy and will be stable and safe, right? So that's why I didn't go with the single piece approach. So what I did, and I did a two-piece approach, meaning that I glued a piece of wood under the stair, okay, leaving the blue portion exposed, and then I'm going to come back with a cap, okay, that's going to just finish the stair. As you can see, well, you'll see in a second here, the stairs look really nice, you know, and they're sturdy and they're going to last for a long time, at least as long as the actual laminate. All right. Let me bring you in so that I can show you in much more detail here what I'm gonna do here. All right, so the first thing I want to show you is the finished stair here. So as you can see, I have the little cap that you can see when I move in close, all right? It's unfinished right now, okay? It's sanded but unfinished. So when I'm gonna finish it, I'm gonna put a little whitewash to match, you know, kind of the white that we see in the wood, all right? And just put a little poly on it and it's going to be all good. One detail that I did, okay, if you look at the corner here, I didn't miter the corner. The reason I didn't do that is I didn't want just a little sliver of wood that would be super fragile at the corner. I wanted it to be kind of tight. Listen, this is my thing. If you guys want to miter your corner, miter it. Don't don't let me hold you on that, all right? And I basically did it, you know, on the corner there. Not all the way, but just enough so that it looks like a real, you know, stair. All right, so how did it go? Okay, so this is at the top here. All right, so here you see my piece of wood. It's essentially 1 1/4, okay, plus that kind of 3/8 up here. Makes it be, you know, the height I want. Now, in your situation, whatever reveal you want, you know, just make sure that you calculate it. All right, that's all there is to it. I did glue the second board. Here, okay, because it's going to absorb a lot of the abuse, okay, and I wanted it to be solid, okay. So that's essentially where we are right now. And I want to put it now because, as you can see, kind of fitting it around the corner, you know, damages the wall. And that's why also the front here of the stairs are also unfinished. They're primed but unfinished, so that I can do that at the end, okay? All right, so let me put you back on the tripod so we can see where we are. So first thing I had to do, like I said, I had to scribe this piece so that it would meet my wall, all right? And I put the underlayment I need. Again, it's a question of being consistent with the rest of the floor so that it's the same height, all right? So first thing I want to do is secure the nose to the stair, all right? So to do that, I'm going to use this drill here, you know, so it's a countersink drill. So that way I can just hit it, okay, and it's going to countersink the screw head at the same time, all right? Or basically make a hole. All right, yes, I put 3 in the middle of the opening here so that it would get all the support, all right? So now, and as you see, the screw is completely countersunk and the stair is super solid. Now this is riding up a little bit because it's not tight at the bottom. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use some paper that protects the floor. All right, I'm just going to shin it in the back, okay, until it's tight. And then I can just put it in. And a utility knife, just, you know. There we go. And now this is super solid and ready to take the floor. I'm not going to cap it today, all right, because I want to start the floor, all right? But I'll bring you back when I'm going to cap it to finish it, all right? Yeah, see you in a few. All right, guys. So I cut the trim. Goes like this, you know, it's all nice and flush. I'm going to cut the other one in a second. Put a good amount of glue on this. Good glue, right? And then put it there. Well done. All right, and let it dry. All right, so I glued it all right, so you saw me do the top, the side, the front, the side. I'm gonna wait until tomorrow and I'm gonna finish sanding it, all right? The face is all sanded, you know, I pre-sanded it. But I wanted to leave the top, you know, manual sanding so that I don't dig into the laminate. All right, so it's just going to be my thumb and some sandpaper doing the deed, right? So yeah, so I think that looks a hell of a lot better than any of the options I was given. What I'm going to do right now with you, I'm going to take you in to see why I did what I did in two different ways. All right, so the stairs, yeah. So this is why I did what I did. So as you can clearly see, okay, the nosing is there, not sanded, granted. But now it bleeds just exactly in the floor of the other room. All right, I just did a few rows, okay, to make sure that the boards were square. All right, and that takes some doing. I don't know if you can see over here. Once I found my square, I screwed the block down, okay, right here, to make sure that this board wouldn't switch over as I was placing the other ones. All right. But now this transition is done. Everything is real nice. And all I have to do is finish the bedroom. All right. All right. So that's the project. All right. So again, I haven't been around for a little while because I had to finish this whole room. Eventually I'll give you a tour. As you can see behind me, kitchen cabinets are installed, countertops, everything. So this in-law is basically ready for the mother-in-law. I just need to finish this room. So this nosing here is the only thing really that I thought was worth sharing with you, since everything else, you know, you can find in one of my partners here on YouTube that does really great work. Some of them I even looked at, you know, for my own, to kind of figure out how to do a few things. But so I think, guys, this nosing was one of the things I couldn't find that I thought was really important to me to have a good transition. I like things to be nice and tidy, so I think this will do just fine. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. All right, thank you, bye.